2. That was a pussy ass
There's an exhale.
drag.
There's an exhale.
Okay,
Are we
well, it's recording. So introduce us.
Can we have music?
It's not working.
Hold on, the music.
Look at that.
Now slide that bar down.
That's what she said.
Welcome to another episode of The Stone Genius. My name's Ro. I'm often stoned, always a genius. Bobby is on controls today. And then we have
Hello.
Catherine. We have Catherine in the studio too.
I like seeing
And
Bobby in
Dakota.
control.
And yeah.
It makes me feel safer.
And our
when
studio
Bobby's in
audience, we
control.
have
Does it?
Trinity.
Oh, geez.
That's our studio audience.
That is.
A
The
dog.
dog and
Why?
Trinity.
Oh, there may be something for mom from Amazon.
I'm sure there is.
Wah.
Every day.
That should be the sound coming out. Oh, sorry.
Okay, well, since I'm on the controls, I'm just going to say, well, it's a little bit different, but I was going to tell Catherine, like, this is going to be a different show for you because you'll be able to talk, unlike when Rodney's in control.
Well, that sucks because I'm kind of tired today.
Well, then Rodney can join and talk. I was just kidding. He goes, you guys
He'll
do the
still
show
talk
and I'll
over
interject.
us.
I'll interject if I need to. I go, oh, you'll interject
Yeah. Yeah.
because you never interject.
Nope.
You just take the reins.
Nope. No, I don't need to take no reins.
I know, but you have the notebook of our topics. Well, I know a couple.
Whoa.
I remember the first one.
What's the first one?
Hey, why aren't you gonna sit like all?
Because I can't
Sprawled out
spread
and
out like
stuff.
that. I
Man
just look
spread?
like, yeah.
My trend.
Hey, bye. We'll see you later, man. Oh.
They're not a man either.
It was just a generic fucking term.
Anyway,
Oh, the post boy.
Post
Is he
boy.
cute?
Oh, no. It's the normal guy.
He's really
sounds
nice. Though.
sexy.
And here's the thing. I feel like I should know his name.
I do
after-
too.
After 4
I need
years.
to text Kitty and ask him. Wow.
Why do you know this?
Hey, we gotta start the show.
Don't. Oh, no. Do you don't? If that's you do not want to open that. I'm telling you, you do not.
Oh.
Oh, okay. If it was addressed to me or to mom, you do not want
Open
to.
it. I'll tell you what it is.
Trust me on this one. You do not want to open this.
Welcome to this exciting show that Bobby is leading.
They're
I
just
know.
fishnet tights.
How do you?
Because I can see anything you ordered on Amazon.
What are we talking about today?
I just.
You literally could have just asked me for mine.
Okay. No.
That's like me wearing your thong.
That was like when I put on Morgan's shirt a couple days ago.
The thong or not, the same.
Well, they could be. What? It's on your privates, but I don't know.
Hope you have underwear.
No, you don't wear underwear with hose.
Fishnets?
They're holy.
Okay.
Try. It's for a movie we're doing.
Oh my God.
Fun. We'll see
Yeah,
ya.
but they'll never come home tonight.
Bye-bye.
Okay,
For reference,
first topic.
I hope everyone knows that these are the things they've been saying to their daughter.
Yes. All the time. It's nothing new.
Fishnets, no underwear.
Well, they see that too.
holy-
Yeah, they can look on Amazon and see every gross thing Rodney orders. So
I know.
whatever.
Can you see what I'm watching on Pornhub? Okay.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay.
Just kidding.
Topic 1. Well, the first one I can think of that I know that Catherine was interested in talking about.
Oh yeah.
Is needing a license to have kids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because last time you said, and I don't know, did I explain my stance on having a license?
I don't remember.
Okay.
My brain's
so,
not working today.
So I'll do it again. I'll try to make it real quick. So forever, I have thought that people need to have a certain level of intelligence to have children. Not everyone. So the problem with that is
So like an IQ test or just a standardized test?
I don't know. I haven't gone
More
past
like a common sense test.
Almost.
I would put a lot of common sense questions on
That
there.
is a tough one though, because I'm not sure he would pass a common sense test.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm
maybe
serious.
you shouldn't have had kids. Rodney.
I'm serious because like
you can ask the kids. They're like,
They're definitely
why
like,
did you
"Why
not
did you
abort
have
us? They're like, we are the reason abortion should still be legal.
Your guests always ask you like what your didn't think you'd give advice.
I give great
You
advice.
told me to suck it up when I run over a raccoon, and I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, no, we'll go back. We'll revisit that.
Yeah, that was.
But I'm serious
Well,
because
a mix-
Rodney
a
is
mix
very
of things
smart.
Then you.
Or
So-
do you
some-
take it?
some
Do you
common
take it
sense
as a
questions,
couple?
Some IQ questions.
Like, do you take it as a couple, like collectively?
Yeah, actually, I had never thought of that, Bobby. That is great. I do think that you should have to do it as a
Like
couple.
collectively, because then you
Yeah.
have the common sense
Yeah.
and the smarts.
So, and yes, because I think if I would have done it on my own, there was no indication until the time I got you pregnant that I would be a good father. That no one,
That's
no
when it happened.
Goodbye.
yeah.
Bye.
I
Bye,
mean,
Trinity.
I think so once we had a kid, I was like, oh, this is real life.
Right.
I'm gonna have to do something about this. Then.
Well, because you had to grow up. I mean,
Yeah, but no one would have said that. So it was definitely you. So I would say, yes, I like that because I hadn't thought about that, but yes, you should have to take it as a couple. So my stance was that way.
But I mean, yes, I think that if you're a couple and you want to have a kid, yes. But what about the people that aren't a couple and want to have a kid? Then they're on their own, I guess.
So
So the test would be both common sense and IQ-ish questions.
So a lot of it has to do with decision making, because a lot of times I don't care what the outcome was, whether it was a correct outcome, a incorrect, or somewhere in between. I'm more concerned with the decision making process, like when Trinity, because of their high IQ. When they make a decision, whether I agree with whether I agree with the outcome, how it's going to result, I can understand and appreciate how they got to that point. So I had always felt that way. A lot of people don't think that way because there were these people in Germany in the 30s that it wasn't IQ, it was other things that they wanted to breed in or out of existence.
Mm-hmm.
So I understand the gray area in this, but at one point I told Bobby, the whole time she's known me, I have had this stance. And then I told Bobby, I go, you know what? I no longer think that people need to take a test. And Bobby was amazed. She was like, what?
But
She goes, so what
once
made
he
you
said why, I was not amazed.
No.
But
She goes, so what made you change your mind? And I go, we just spent the weekend with her parents. And I said, there is no test I could ever conceive of that your parents would have passed that would have given me, that I would have said, you guys can have kids. And then she wouldn't have been born because there's no way. And it goes to the decision making. So we're playing a game once that has to do with numbers. Not everyone's good with numbers. That's fine. This goes to decision making process. The question was, how far from the Earth is the moon in miles? It's 239,000 miles and some change, to be exact, or nearly exact.
I was going to say, you can't say change to be exact.
Right. Thank you. My mother-in-law said 1,300 miles, 1,300 miles.
Mm-hmm.
And so I said, I wanted to give her the chance to, change her answer. I go, Bonnie, just so you know, because maybe people don't understand how far a mile is. Whatever. So I go, I just want you to know that from Kansas City to Tampa, where I'm originally from, I go, it's 1,300 miles. And I go, I can drive to Tampa in 17 hours in a car, but it would take me 2 or 3 days to get to the moon in a spaceship. And she looks at me and goes, yeah, so? And I go, well, do you want to change your answer? She goes, no. And that's where I'm like, okay. Because at that point, I'm like, I don't know what to do.
Right.
So I did change. So when I told Bobby that, she was so excited for like a brief moment that I had changed an outlook I'd had most of my entire life, if not my entire adulthood. And then when I explained that it was because of her parents, I would not have passed them. I would not have allowed them to have sex. Yeah. So, but I mentioned that last time. So you seem like you think that people should have to have some sort of test.
Totally.
What leads you to believe that?
My irritation level with fucking stupid people.
Do you care to expand? Maybe we need voices for this one.
It surprises me that I've never mentioned or shown you. Okay, this is going to be a big shout out.
Okay.
Obviously, I love Bill Burr as a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And then as a tie, Chris Porter, who's from Kansas City. But most of they always reference just how much they just think there's too many stupid people in the world and their irritation level with that. And I just relate so much to that. Like,
Yeah.
on a daily basis, like I can't even barely drive anymore because just
It's Rodney. Yeah.
idiots.
Well, that's why I had to make sure I put my dash cam back in the car because I had taken it out a couple weeks ago when the car was in for service. And so I had driven it for about a week without the dash cam and people are so fucking stupid out on the road. I was like, I need
So
to
So that's where I go.
that's where
If people are too stupid to even operate
they
a
should
vehicle,
have a child.
right.
Yeah.
then, and we're talking then actually raising a child for 18 years and
Right.
influencing them.
Right.
Like, of course.
So my comeback to a lot of people when they're like, really, you think that someone should have to have a license to do? I'm like, if you have to be licensed by the state to cut someone else's hair, then yeah, I think you should have to have a license if you're going to have a kid.
I mean, it's a big responsibility. So why not?
It is, and I get it. I don't know
And
whether
it
I would have
affects
passed.
more people than getting a haircut
Then one
from an
person
unlicensed
Right.
that's getting their haircut.
hairdresser.
Yeah.
and
It
that's
affects everyone.
And that's the problem with stupid people, that often they don't know they're stupid, and it doesn't affect them. It affects everyone that's around them. Because when you're with stupid people, there's only so much you can talk up to them. So if you're smarter than the next person, then you're talking down. And that's what, the higher your IQ get, you end up talking down to more people. And it's just like, oh my gosh, shut the bleep up already. I don't know why I just
I like that
censored
you
myself.
bleeped it.
I know.
That was cute.
But so the reason we're also going to mention this.
Everyone's acting weird today.
I know. The dog's weird. Catherine's
Even
asleep.
Trinity was like
Trinity's all talky.
super lively.
I know.
today.
I know.
I'm
It's
like,
weird.
Dakota's got this. Well, not anymore, but
Mhm.
crazy energy.
I know.
And then I'm the complete opposite. I'm
You're
not.
just like,
I'm not drinking. and
I wish I had a sound for that. We had a sound for that.
I can't see without my glasses.
And this is what it's like to run a podcast.
Let me repeat that. Catherine's not
You got to turn
drinking
the volume
today
up on.
and is tired.
No, you want to go down one
that's what
and over.
said.
Down one and over to the right from the crickets. Okay, down one from the crickets is the wah wah wah. I know. Fingering stuff isn't that easy.
You know, is it, Bobby? I wish I would have got the whole question. Good choice. I know. Hold on. So this should liven me up a bit. No, and I need to speak like this because this is an elf statement. This is like a PSA from the elf. Okay. It has to do with, I just said you're gonna have to figure out how to finger something. Yes. So for everyone out there, next holiday season, please be careful when you're doing finger stuff to your partner. Don't do it right after eating cinnamon popcorn. They're not gonna like that. They're not gonna like that at all. That is
Solid advice.
I do what I can.
Oh, my
That was one
word.
of my notes.
Yeah, I know. You said that earlier. That's funny.
Or like hot sauce.
Well, and I was like, any popcorn.
Well,
I mean, it might not burn, but
I don't.
I mean,
I don't. Oof.
Do people put cinnamon on popcorn?
You've never had cinnamon popcorn?
No. I only like buttery popcorn.
Okay.
What is?
Topsies, cinnamon popcorn's the
I
best.
don't like any sweet
Oh,
popcorn.
yeah.
Oh
Stop
my
looking
gosh.
at me like that.
That
Because
is-
Rodney doesn't either, FYI.
I mean, I do like cinnamon popcorn. but it's not. I can't eat a ton of it, but I do like it.
No,
I
yeah,
can't
it's
wait
good.
till he
It would
says
be
something that
s-
I can make that face at.
I know. I'll be like,
I think that most of the things that
I was gonna say, you should just sit there like that.
yeah.
I probably think it a lot when he's talking, but I don't actually do it with my face.
Oh, you should.
I'll start.
So here's my next thing, and it I think they're tied to each other because I think that maybe if you shouldn't do what I'm going to mention next, you shouldn't have done the thing that we had just talked about, having kids without a license, is having a license to homeschool. I don't think that you should just be able to say I'm homeschooling my kid and that should be okay.
Yeah.
Because
So, do you know for sure you don't have to have some sort of thing?
after being co-working with someone who was homeschooled by,
But that still doesn't mean they didn't have to have something.
no, it does not.
But did they still
But
have to like register themselves
if-
though so that they can track like
They surely have to.
that
do
If
you're getting
they-
through the learning
system,
modules
right,
that
right.
If
they
they
want.
did have to pass some sort of test or qualifications or anything like that, I don't know how low that bar was because some of the stuff out of this person's head. So this person's 31 and they work in retail. However, they did not know what a dollar sign was. I know. That's the look. Yes. Yeah. Is that
I said,
is that
were they
is
being
that dollar
serious?
dollar or percent?
What?
Is that dollar or percent?
A 31-year-old?
31-year-old in retail sales. Not like supporting
who
sales,
supposedly has a GED.
Huh.
which
Interesting.
but they were homeschooled and it's so weird.
Grow up in a rich family where like
no.
he never even
I
had
think
to like look at money
did
or
you
think
ever
about money?
Do you know who what was it? The Incredible Kimmy Schmidt or something like
Kimmy
that?
Schmidt.
There was a TV show about some girl that was in a cult or something, kept like below. I don't know. I didn't
Kimmy
watch it.
Schmidt was on Full House.
No, I'm talking about the one that you watch. It was the redheaded girl who was, she like was in a cult. You watched the TV show, the series,
Oh,
and it had the redhead. She was also on The Office for a while,
okay.
but she that's who she reminds me. Like so naive about so many things, which I understand some people are naive,
Is
but
that the
like
girl that plays Erin on The Office then?
yes,
Okay.
that-
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
She plays a ditzy girl on The Office too.
yeah. You get typecast, I guess. But like, I just think that after talking to this person, that there needs to be some level of qualifications there too. That you can't, because they've talked about it post-pandemic when people were trying to help. And I've
Yeah.
talked about it with my friend who would always help his kids.
Yeah.
Talk about how much trouble his kids were having in school, but their primary tutor was him. It's like, here's something. I know this is math, so this may be difficult. Remove yourself from this situation, subtract yourself, and see if the grades actually go up. I'm just saying you may be the problem.
Right.
Do you know anyone that has homeschooled?
That has homeschooled or
No,
was
that,
homeschooled?
that was homeschooled.
Yeah, I think a few.
And how are they? Are they socially? Because usually you'll see if the very least they'll be somewhat socially inept because they don't have that day-to-day.
One was pretty outgoing, but like hyper Christian, like very, very Bible-y. So it was hard to be around her anyways.
Right.
I mean, she was weird in the way that like hyper Christians are.
Right.
I just
Bobby,
coined
do you
that
know?
term.
Do you
I've
know
never heard
anyone that's
hyper
been?
Christian? But that's
I
what
don't think
say.
so. I'm trying to think. I don't.
Do you know anyone that's schooled their kids at home?
I mean, I worked with a girl at Sam's a long time ago. She homeschooled her kids.
And that was in the 90s
But yeah.
when you were in college.
I think I have a friend who's considering homeschooling her child, but he's only 3 or 4 now, so he's not quite
I just
there. But I think she's tossing it around.
One of my problems was I because I don't process the information that it's hard for me to explain. sometimes you just see an answer and that's the answer. Well, how do you get there? I don't know. I just arrived at the answer.
Well, you know how they talk about, I mean, I could teach somebody anything out of a book. Hey,
Right.
Right.
read this. Let's read this.
Right.
Okay, you just learned this. But you know how a lot of people talk about, oh my gosh, like I don't use anything that I learned in school, like in history
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't use any of that. I wish I would have actually learned life skills in school. So if you think about, like, I don't know, I guess that gets really, really, really hairy when you think about people homeschooling and trying to teach life skills, but people that don't have any life skills trying to teach their kid how to have life skills.
Right.
It's when, yeah. I do think it's funny when someone that is, so where I used to work, there would be people trying to give me relationship advice. Like I'd be like, hey, Bobby's birthday's coming up. And they'd be like, oh, I bet I know what you're, well, in my relationships, this is what works for me. And they're like 18 years old, 21 years old, 24 years old. And it's like, I have been with my wife longer than you've been alive. I'm not going to need your help on this. I think I have it, which I don't, and I get that. Bobby's probably in her mind goes, no, you should listen to him. Because
You should have listened.
yeah. I mean, I would like to say I'm not a good present picker-outer and giver, but that would make it sound like I pick out and give presents.
Right. So he's just
That's-
Here we
not
go. The face again.
a present giver.
I present a gift to you almost nightly, sometimes in helicopter form.
Wow.
But bump.
You're so
There you go.
lucky, Bobby.
I know.
Gosh.
I know. Wait.
Which one are you trying to go for? What were you trying to get?
I don't know. I'm
You're
not
just-
going to tell you.
Oh, okay. You're gonna try next time.
Yeah.
So in
next
other
time.
words, you like to give people small presents.
Oh, there you go.
Not really a big present guy.
I'm not. So, wow. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Wow.
What?
Okay. I don't. Now I'm gonna look for something else.
Oh,
What
are we
else?
done
So,
now?
yeah. Done with
And
that one.
scene.
Well, we are all on the same page that people should have a license
Yes.
to have kids.
But it's
I know that I
a
have
slippery slope.
but there are so many. I don't know.
If we had more listeners, somebody out of the bunch would probably like try to cancel us for
Oh
saying
yeah,
that.
cancel culture.
What for wanting that there shouldn't be kids?
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
for sure.
Oh, no. I mean, so like, I've talked about this on the show before. So the U.S. military has a minimum threshold for IQ, which is 83, because if a time of war, if a time of need came up urgently, they would have to have a way to separate people. You'd be good at this job. So there has to be some sort of baseline. And so as IQ, and they deem that anyone that has an IQ below 83 cannot do any job in the military, the U.S. military. Problem is that's 14% of America. So if you think about that, like, so on the Genius, there's like at my IQ, there's 1 out of 100. So out of every 100 people, it's me, and then there's everyone else. But there's 15 of these stupid fuckers that can't even have a job per the military that I have to deal with on a daily basis, or anyone does. Anyone that's above those 15 have to deal with these people. And that's why I know that people don't like to talk, but I don't know how you do that. I mean, I don't know how you breed out stupidity.
I don't know. Chris Porter had said something in one of his comedy specials about that there should at least like be a limit on the number of kids people can have, because it's always like the dumbest of people that have like
7
a
kids.
huge litter
Yeah.
of kids.
So then that's
he's like you should get 3. That's 2 normal ones and a fuck up.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree.
Oh,
I mean,
that's funny. Well, then we should drop it to 2.
It should probably be lower than 3. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I just and sometimes I feel bad for the kid, but some of these kids, and I just I don't know. I don't want to start. Where are my other notes? So for some reason, I have notes about Tupac and Biggie.
Okay.
So I wrote down, and this was in the middle of the night, I wrote down Tupac and Biggie thought they were pushing the boundaries lyrically. And I think it's funny because if you listen to their music now, if you compared it to Wet Ass Pussy or any number of songs, you would laugh at those songs from the 90s with those two guys. And so I was thinking
Why
about
would you laugh at them?
just because
Because they're
because
intelligent.
well, they were thinking that they were like the F-bomb, like if they use the F-bomb like 4 times in a song or the N-word once, they were like, we're really pushing the boundaries
see.
lyrically. And now it's like, so I remember in the 80s before the parental advisory started coming out on cassettes and CDs and stuff, is it would be beeped out. And it would be like some albums now you would turn it on to just be like beep.
Yeah.
And that would be, you couldn't listen to any word. And so I just think about them now. The only thing I can remember from Tupac, from his music, is the video I Get Around. So I worked at a video store at a mall, and every Friday night I would watch this show from Canada called Much Music. It was kind of like an MTV, but it would do a countdown. And I remember seeing this video all the time, this Tupac video, I Get Around. And so I was thinking what Tupac would be like today, who I could compare Tupac if he was still alive. And it was Nick Cannon. Because in the video...
What the fuck?
Yeah,
you don't
so-
know anything about Tupac.
No, but
then.
if you watch the video, I Get Around,
Nick
and you...
Cannon's a fucking idiot.
So, but if you watch the
Shout
video,
out to Nick Cannon.
if you watch the video, I Get Around, and you go, oh, I'm going to put Nick Cannon in Tupac's place, you'll understand what I mean. Because all he's doing is running around from all these baby mamas.
Yeah, I get from just if you're talking about the lyrics. Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the video. And then I thought that Biggie would be like today's male Lizzo counterpart. He would be like very body positive conscious, singing about his size, like Big Papa. He's cool about being big and Papa. What?
You just
I
think
thought
about
Bobby
the weirdest
was running
things.
the show.
No.
You just think about the weirdest things.
I listened to a lot of Tupac late in high school and right after high school.
And?
I love Tupac.
Okay. I mean,
Don't talk shit on Tupac.
I'm not
We can
talking.
talk shit on Nick Cannon all day though.
I'm not talking
he's a piece of
shit. You
shit.
need to watch that video and just imagine Nick Cannon playing the part of Tupac, and you'll be like, "Fuck, I get that now."
That would be a funny, like Saturday Night Live type
yeah,
of thing.
that would be funny. You should write in, Rodney. Write in a skit.
Yeah, that's what I need to do. Because no, I don't want to be on that sinking ship. I remember when Saturday Night Live used to be funny.
I
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
pretty
tried
bad.
watching it.
It's hard. We can't make it through
I think
a
it
show.
was New Year's Eve after we stayed up past midnight. I don't do that a lot, but we made it and we watched like whatever the ball dropping thing, and then I turned on the cable guide and I was like, "Oh, Saturday Night Live's on. I haven't watched forever. Let's stay up and watch it." And literally, we couldn't get through 5 minutes of it. We were like,
Yeah.
"This is just so fucking pathetic."
It's pretty bad. We try. We just fast forward through the news usually, but to
It's
the news.
horrible.
Yeah.
However, I can spend hours going on like old SNL
Oh, yeah.
YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing that I think is funny. That the funniest skits I think that SNL currently has is supposed to be with 3 of their writers. It's like in the writers' room. It's like SNL writers, and it's these 3 guys. And those are by far the funniest skits.
They
And
are writers also.
And they are writers, and that's what I think is funny, that the funniest skits are the ones that they write for
About-
themselves, and all the other skits are like shit.
Yeah.
So,
is.
but yeah, the hosts have been. It used to be where people were so excited. Oh, I'm doing Saturday Night Live for the 10th time, and now it's
Yeah.
like, have you ever heard of this musical group? No. Have you ever heard of the person that's hosting? No. And it's like they were on some obscure television show, and it's like, okay.
But yeah.
Who's yawning? Bobby Lynn.
Sorry.
How long have we been recording?
30 minutes.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, you see how hard this is after doing
Oh, I
yesterday's
know.
show?
It's hard.
Hold on.
Oh,
There you
I
go.
get it.
Yeah, because on yesterday's
It's
show,
always hard.
Give
her
me a minute.
11-minute show yesterday, which is outstanding. It's the best 11-minute show I've ever heard.
It's the best 11 minutes I've ever had.
What?
I mean,
By yourself? No,
by
what?
myself.
So, but at 5 minutes, you were already lamenting how difficult it was.
Oh, I
just
knew
to
going
talk.
in. I was like, this is not going to be good because I'm not a talker, first of all,
You are not.
let alone to myself.
What if you let me like blindly, randomly point to something on your note page?
Okay. So I told Bobby this is the last note
Okay.
note that I wrote. I say where I'm going in the afterlife is debatable. I say that I'm going one place and everyone else that I know says I'm going to a different place. So I say that's debatable, isn't it?
Hey, you know what? Can we
What?
rewind? I have a story.
I don't think that's how that works.
I have a story about a stupid person that I want to get off my chest.
Okay, no, we
I
can
didn't even
just
tell you.
proceed.
I didn't even tell you.
Oh no, what?
The reason I'm tired today is because I spent like all night last night. Granted, it's my fault that I have so much shit in my garage, but downsizing and whatnot. And there's been stuff sitting in there. I had about half of it organized, and I had some stuff that I was like, I think I'm donating that. Just hadn't taken it yet, and then still needed to go through some other things. Well, while I was out of town for the Christmas holiday and the temperatures were in the negative degrees, I used my noggin and kept my apartment warm and opened the cabinets on the sinks so the plumbing pipes stayed warm
Oh,
and did all the
no.
stuff that you're supposed to do.
Oh, no.
And my fucking idiot neighbor who lives above where my garage is left town, heat completely off. It was like negative degrees inside her apartment. So every single water line in her place broke and flooded my garage.
Was
So
your car in it at the time?
my car was in it. A lot of the water, like it must be, there was a little bit of a slant or something. So the water is pooling on top of the insulation. So it took a while to like get through to the actual drywall part of the ceiling. So a lot of it was running off like a certain way. And it was at the back and it was going down the wall and then it was spilling out underneath the baseboard at the back of my garage. So that was most of it. And it wasn't like completely raining on my car. It was dripping on it. So I was pissed. But that was like the second day I was out of town and I was gone for 6 days.
Oh, my
So I
word.
had to have my friend go over there and fucking babysit this shit the whole time. And just, how can you be that stupid?
So the one of the partners of the company that I used to work at many years ago, he had a house here in.
But who turns the heat off?
Well, that's what Dean did.
Completely off.
So he had a house in Brookside, real nice house, an older house, and he didn't want to pay the electric bill, so he turned the heat off. And it went through a winter. The pipes froze. They burst and like flooded his basement. Then everything refroze again. So I think they ended up. I mean, he just never took care of anything. I mean,
Well, he wasn't even there, was he?
No.
So
Right.
then the apartment complex
So
maintenance
did she
guys, I
come
guess
home?
they have a plumber. I don't know if he's a licensed plumber,
Did
but
she
they
have
have
to
a
come
plumber.
home? Or
Yeah,
what?
I haven't ever seen her. I don't
Oh.
even know. I know it's a woman.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbass lady. And she's probably like, no offense, but she's probably like in her 50s because those are a lot of the dumb fucks out there.
Yeah.
Are these like
Yeah.
50-year-old women.
Yeah. You're almost there,
I know.
Bobby.
I know.
You're
it's
like
fine.
47,
She's not
48.
though, and that's why she's not a dumb fuck.
Okay.
Okay. So the guys have been cutting little. They told me that they've determined like the remediation company that came in. So I've got 17,000 fans blowing in my garage for the last week, 10 days really. But I've been home for about a week. So I've been hearing it. There's like spider web of like electrical cords going up through my stairwell that I have to like fish through every day. And my energy bill is going to be like insane because these are running all day, 24 hours a day.
I'd turn them into them.
Yeah,
And
couldn't you turn that into insurance?
Why do I want to make an insurance claim?
No, to her insurance.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
They could subrogate that out.
tabulating
Oh, yeah.
a lot of it.
Oh yeah.
And just I haven't been able to use my garage. It shorted out the garage door opener and all that. But anyways, they determined that they were going to have to replace the entire ceiling in my 2-car garage. And that's a lot. But even though they're doing that, they didn't pull the ceiling down. They're just cutting in little holes looking for these plumbing leaks to fix these plumbing leaks. And they'll fix one and then they turn the water back on. So it fucking
that way
floods again.
Oh,
And they're like, oh,
my
there must be one
word.
over here. So then they cut a little hole. And I'm like, if you're replacing the whole ceiling,
Cut
why
it
aren't
out.
we taking the ceiling down? It would dry out faster that way.
Oh my word.
And then you could probably find all these leaks at one time.
I mean, they surely have to take all that insulation out. It's gonna mold.
Yes. And
Oh, my
I had
word.
this conversation with the remediation guy who came by last night to check on things, and I walked into my garage yesterday and there's a whole pool of water on the floor. Everything had like just
Oh,
gotten dry.
my
It started
word.
smelling like not musty anymore. And I'm like, oh, finally, and then the fucking dumbass
Oh,
people,
my word.
there was still another leak up there. So they had turned the water on. And then an hour later, they come in with this remediation guy and they're like, well, I'll be. And I'm like, you didn't even fucking come check after you turned the water
Oh,
on. So
my
like
word.
now it's flooded again. And the remediation guy's like, well, we're going to have to run these fans longer. I don't know. Doesn't seem. And I'm like, don't you think they should have just pulled all this down? And he's like, I'll talk to him. Well, nothing's still been.
Right.
But I'm just like,
Ugh.
so I got an idiot neighbor. We got an idiot set of maintenance dudes.
Yeah.
And what the fuck?
And
That
that's
So
sucks.
annoying.
And that's what's funny nowadays is people don't even seem to be able to do the minimum for their job. Like it used to be like, I don't expect people to go overboard on their job. I mean, they're paying you to do a job, do that job. You don't have to go overboard. Just do what they're paying you to do well. But so many people can't even do that now.
These have been all the maintenance guys are some of the nicest guys ever. So I'm like, you're good humans.
I
You're
bet
just
if you,
not smart humans.
yeah.
And it's
That
pissing me off
sucks. Yeah.
because this is just
That
dragging
sucks.
on.
Go. Are you
So-
guys paid by the day, the number of
Right.
days, the length of time you're here?
Oh, and then I'm like, the first couple leaks that they fixed, I'm like standing outside, like I'm gonna be here for as much of like I'm gonna babysit this as much as I can. So I'm watching him, and as he's pulling these pipes out, like there's water sitting in them, and he's just pulling them out, tilting them. And there's just water like spewing over all my stuff, and I'm like, so I can move all that stuff like over the other side. And I like and he's like, no, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's fucking not. Like, do you not see that you just poured water all over my shoe rack, my rack of shoes?
So
and
did you really say that?
Yeah.
So- see, and that's what needs to be done. That's what I.
But then he
I was
still was like,
well, I didn't say it in that tone, but I was
Oh.
like, well, there is some water getting on my stuff. So they started helping me move some of the things, but I'm like, these guys are so fucking dumb. So last night they told me that, so they've been kind of in and out, but not a lot, like none of the drywall's come down yet, but they told me, okay, the drywall people are coming tomorrow. So I'm like, oh, fuck, like they're not going to cover up any of my stuff.
Right.
I just know it. So I spent like all last night, like I'm sore today because I was moving so much stuff around, like sorting through stuff and carrying like heavy boxes of donation stuff. So it's all clear. And then today I asked him, so can you make sure that they've got like some plastic sheeting or like drop cloths, like just to put around the perimeter where I've got all the stuff, and then they can still get to the whole ceiling, but my stuff isn't going to get like dusty because it'll take me
yeah.
weeks to clean dust
Right.
off of everything in there. And he's like, oh, I'll have to go check. So I'm like, they're probably not going to do that.
No.
So later,
I mean, that's a
when
yes,
when I
no.
leave here, I'll probably go by Lowe's and buy plastic sheeting and tape and go back and do it all my fucking self.
See, and that's what
It's just, these are the things. I'm like, this is what stupid people do to people. Like, I've been dealing with this for
Right. It makes
10
our life
days.
worse. I mean, we have to deal with it. They don't have to do anything.
yeah.
The thing is nothing in her apartment really got ruined.
Well, sure,
Because
it came
water
down.
travels down.
Yeah.
I mean, all the
Right.
pipes were underneath her floor. So yeah, she's probably dandy. I think
Yeah.
they had to fix one part of a line behind her fridge. And that's all
Aw.
they've had to do.
Oh,
and
my
then it's
word.
everyone below her is fucked.
Yeah.
My downstairs neighbors kind of had a wall that was shared, and I guess the inside of their house, which must have been like into their kitchen or something, like that all is ruined. They haven't been living there since before Christmas. 2 days
Because
before
of it?
Christmas is when this happened.
Oh, my word.
I would. I don't even think about that. I mean,
I know.
we have neighbors on top of us, and I never think about what if that happened. Although it was funny because there was a pipe that broke in their bathroom, which is their shower's right above ours. It's the same exact layout as our apartment. And so when they came, they had to go through our it was something like where the drain was. And so they had to go through our ceiling and their floor. And so for like a day, there was the hole. Like we could see up there. And the worst thing was just making sure we didn't say, because there was no insulation. There was no,
yeah.
yeah. Make sure we're not in there and be like, just saying anything.
But speaking of stupid, you should see how they repaired it.
Yeah. So, yeah,
yeah.
because the
I mean,
pipe had changed sizes.
Well, it was copper pipe,
yeah, and now
and
PVC.
they don't make that. And so now they have to use PVC. Well, PVC didn't fit in the ceiling.
So it actually
So
looks
it's
like this
literally sticking
sheetrock.
out of the ceiling.
And then imagine, yeah, they fit it around. So the pipe comes
Yeah.
down
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
under the ceiling and then back up. Yeah.
Because that would have been the easiest.
So, and this was the thing. I told them, I go, if we ever move out, you're going to redo that bathroom. They're gonna redo
Yeah.
the top. They'll redo everything. Just do it
redo the
now, because you're
ceiling
gonna
now.
have to do something with that ceiling.
No
The
one's
next
gonna
people that come in,
pay
they're
for it.
they're not gonna. They'll be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Yeah.
It does not look right in any way, shape, or form. We know what happened. Whatever. But I was like, why wouldn't you just, instead of doing that? I guarantee you took a lot more work than just pulling
Lowering
the
the
season
ceiling, yeah.
and then dropping it by like 3 inches.
Yeah.
But that's what people do, and it's just like,
Stupid.
and that's when I get frustrated because I cannot handle stupidity at all. And Bobby knows it. I mean, I will generally say so. That's why I am like I am, because I will just,
I am what I am.
yeah. Because like that person, when you're like, well, I didn't use that tone, I would have used whatever the fuck tone I would.
Well, I'm known as the nice resident, so when I need something, like, I
You know
think
what,
it's
though?
important to not be the problem resident.
I will tell you this now.
One guy came the day I moved in. They had done something wrong with changing the locks, and so the key wasn't working or whatever. He like comes over in 5 minutes, and he's like got us, and he's changing it to something else, whatever it was supposed to be. I guess he's correcting it, and he's like, I can't believe I did this. I just wasn't thinking. My wife just had a heart attack yesterday, and she's in the hospital, and I'm like, why are you here? Like, I don't know. Their guys are just, they're so nice, and so I was really appreciative that he came to work that day to come fix my lock when his wife is in the hospital, had a heart attack.
I will tell
And
you
they
this.
told me, because I asked him, I'm like, so how have Lucy and Dean downstairs treated you guys? Like, because Lucy's kind of a Karen. They're in their like probably 60s, 70s, and she's a big old Karen. So she like harassed my house sitter, came outside, was shaking her
my
hand at her,
word.
saying, this is all her fault. She thought it was my fault.
Oh, shoot.
She went out of town and turned her heat off. And my friend's like, it's not her unit. Like, it's raining in her garage. It's that unit. And she has a pet inside. Like, no, she didn't.
Right.
This isn't her. Anyways, I'm just like,
Oh, my
you're
word.
an asshole.
And I'm here.
so I
and-
know that they've probably gotten an earful from her, and they fucking hate her. And So they come
Yeah.
over to me and they're like, "You've honestly been like the calmest, nicest person out of this." And I'm like, "Well, you're eventually going to have this done."
So here's
So I am trying to be nice, but I am kind of getting to the, like today, that's where I'll flip out is if they don't cover up any of my shit.
here's the thing. If
They
you
know what happens when you do sheetrock.
if you want to continue to get things done in a very quick and efficient manner, but you no longer want to be the nice neighbor, the nice resident, if you change to the slutty resident, same thing. You don't have to be nice at that point. You can just be like, "Guy, I need my key done." And they'll be like, "What?" I'll be like, "I need my lock changed." Get it? See, I was pretending like you were giving them a hand job.
Yeah. I
So
that.
see, and then you
See
don't
the
have to be
face?
nice.
See the face.
See
I
the
don't.
face?
That face. I see that from Bobby all the time. Whoa. Hey. No, it was the next one over, I think. Were you trying to give me that voice?
Yeah.
Oh.
I was just pushing stuff.
I did that. Like the first 23
So I wanted to have a
years.
vent session, and then still somehow you turned it sexual at the end.
I always do
Turns
that.
everything sexual.
I know. So you should see us when we stay at home
None
and
of
watch
these guys are
church.
good looking, anyways. So it would be horrific.
Because our maintenance guy is. I think his nickname's Shrek.
Oh, there's some
One
stories.
guy's name is Andre, and he kind of has a voice that's like a little high.
Pitched. Yeah, a little bit. Hey, I'm Andre. I'm here to do your pipes, okay?
And I'm Catherine.
Wow, that went sideways fast.
And then the plumber is like,
Oh, what's he like?
I don't know.
Oh,
He's
okay. Is he a robot?
You're gonna be like, oh
No, it's the on the left side, second one down.
I was gonna say he's like
Hey, yeah, I'm the plumber.
stickly, thin, and scrawny and pale with glasses.
Oh, like
he's kinda
Slenderman?
And he's kind of like, they always told me to, you'd enjoy
How old is
working
he,
with your
100?
hands. No, he's like
Well, that's what she said.
probably my age.
That's what you should say.
Well,
he
then
likes to
he's-
work
then he
with his
said-
hands.
Yeah, then he said, I don't know if they were right. And I was like, okay.
So have you thought about another path?
They weren't right because you
They were
fucking
not
haven't
right.
fixed all
You
of
suck.
this yet in,
Your hands suck,
in
you
7
suck.
days.
I still want to find out whether everyone else's fireplace looks like this. So our daughter who moved into the
Go
next
upstairs
building.
and knock on their door and
so
ask.
she does she has a fireplace that's like against the flat
They
wall.
all do except these ones.
So they just gave it this little because they won't let us use the wood burning because they're afraid
Fire
of
hazard.
fire
Because
hazard, 'cause-
our chimneys are full of soot.
Yeah, and
And
people
birds.
are idiots.
yeah.
Correct.
I.e. and we used to
turning the heat
love. Oh, we used to love using the fireplace.
I bet. I love
that's awesome.
fireplaces.
and
I
this
would
and
use
the 3-sided like this was amazing.
Yeah.
yeah, the warm the whole place.
So now they gave us this shit like electric fireplace, which is it's whatever. But
I remember talking about this with you. Like, I think that maybe the first time I was over here,
maybe we probably
'Cause I was
just
like,
got
that
it.
fireplace is awesome, and you're like, yeah, I can't fucking use it really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, give us 3 at least so we have them
I
on
know,
each side.
like,
But then
so-
we'd be spending, be like, you're spending almost $100 a day in power. And I'd be like, yeah, I know. So,
No, but
Dakota
like
loves
the other
it, though.
people's have like fireplaces in the wall, and so they mounted it in a frame and put it in there.
like Morgan's.
Like here, I'll show you Morgan's.
Oh,
so
I'll
it's,
show it, like
yeah, like it would
yeah.
be flat.
yeah. And
so
it looks,
literally looks like a fireplace.
yeah. And it looks amazing. She turns it on and it's not this one. It's
Like,
even
that's
better.
Morgan's, like
Oh yeah.
in the and
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
hers
feel-
is flat.
I wish we
like-
could move out of our apartment for a month and then re-move in like we're new residents
Yeah.
so they'd
so
redo
they'd
it.
redo the bathroom.
That
and
kind of
everything.
pisses me off. Like if we live here for 20 years, they won't redo it.
But then if you move
Yeah.
out, they'll
But if you
redo it
move
for
out
someone else.
tomorrow-
I think that my apartment would have changed out the carpet, except they kept pushing back my date, and I was going to be homeless. And I was like, "You guys better get me the fuck in there."
right.
So they're like,
Oh,
"Okay, we'll do
yeah.
a rush turnaround." And I was
Oh,
like,
that
"Great!" And
stinks.
then I walk in, and I'm like, "Oh, I see."
Oh, okay.
I think I would have rather been homeless for 2 days,
yeah.
They
so I could get new carpet. And now all these fucking dudes traipsing up and down my stairs, messing with these power cords, and
Oh, I would turn that
they
in too.
keep there's so many fans running. They keep like tripping the breaker, so they got to go all the way up through my entire apartment to the back bedroom where the electrical box is, and they've ruined the already nasty carpet. Like my stair carpet is like black going up through the middle because they have their big old like
Oh, I would
maintenance boots on,
turn that
and they
in.
weren't. I know. I want to be
Turn
like,
it in and
I
be
need
like,
to-
they need to come at least clean it if they're not going to replace
they need.
it.
I am going to ask them
Yeah.
to steam clean
for
it.
sure.
But
That's
I'm just like,
ridiculous,
I
especially
wish-
when it's not your fault that it all happened.
no, and then
But they're
they
not
still have,
traipsing
like,
through
a
her
shitty
apartment.
laminate, like right in the at the bottom of my stairs, and in the tiny
Yeah.
little like 2-foot square I have to like walk in my front door before I hit the stairs.
Wow.
And I actually like my apartment's pretty nice, but
Yeah.
that's poor
Yeah.
planning. But they're wet like boots coming in
Oh,
onto
yeah.
that laminate flooring, so the laminate flooring's doing that little like
Oh,
buckling
yeah.
thing, and I'm like, well, this like they should replace this.
yes.
They did it in the entire place. They put like nice, pretty LVT down, but they didn't do the 2-foot square at the bottom where a lot of wet traffic like
Comes in.
Right.
happens. So
Hold
just
on.
more idiotic.
What kind
stuff.
of
I
wet
can't
traffic
even-
are you having going on down there?
I knew you were gonna say something when
I
I,
know.
said that.
Heyo.
It was one of those things It was already.
You're
it
ready
was already
for it.
coming out of my mouth,
Oh.
and I couldn't stop it.
You're just gonna keep hitting that.
Oh, it's like a broken record.
Broken record. Okay.
No, I'm just hilarious all of
Well,
the time.
see, and I like how this we started talking about stupid people and having to have a license to.
Yeah, I'm just giving examples
Yeah.
of the daily stupid shit that people do that affects other people.
It is, and it's amazing. I mean, I shouldn't.
If she had a kid, she probably would have forgot the kid, left the kid in the negative 10-degree apartment, and the kid would have died.
I mean, I can honestly think
Maybe we
I don't
wouldn't be
think
that
I've
sad
ever
if
thought
her offspring died.
we should turn
though.
the
I don't
heat
know.
off.
no.
In my 48 years of life,
Yep.
Apparently,
I know you
I
should
think
have
she's
water
got
dripping
multiple places she
and you should leave
lives.
doors open. I know that. I don't know. You don't turn the heat off.
The way one of the maintenance guys put it, they're not really supposed to be telling me a whole lot. 'Cause,
Sure,
you know,
HIPAA.
then yeah.
Yep. HIPAA.
HIPAA for apartments. I don't
Yeah.
know. Well, then why can't they tell you then? There's no HIPAA rules for apartments.
Well, resident
Trust
privacy.
me. We talk about all the residents at the pool in the
Resident
summer.
Yeah.
privacy rights.
With
Oh,
the
I didn't even know
landlord.
shit about your
With the
residents.
landlord.
Well, they were telling me so the way they put it is like this bitch. Well, they didn't say this bitch. That lady.
That lady.
Doesn't
But they
live there all the
inferred
time.
bitch.
But I'm like,
no,
but if
that's
you're
just
not
what
gonna,
Catherine calls her.
if you're not gonna live there during the winter time,
You need to have someone taking care
you
of it.
shouldn't still have the
or,
heat off.
Right.
Why wouldn't you have just a minimum temperature set?
And then literally 3 days before all this happened, I was already out of town. I had already done everything I was supposed to do. The apartment complex sends out an email. Hey, as a reminder,
No
here's all the cold
way.
weather things that you need to do. And by the way, if you don't do them, you might be on the hook for this, for your negligence. It's not just us that's going to cover everything. So they like warned everybody, and this lady
So then
still
she
didn't
should
do
have to
anything
pay
about
for
it.
all of it.
But did it say that you needed to leave your heat on?
Yes, it said at least 55 degrees in there. Do not, or no, 60 degrees, they said.
So there's proof that her heat was off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think what happened, the chain of events must have been Lucy and Dean below me were
Getting wet.
getting ready to, have their little Christmas in a few days because this was Friday. And then Christmas Eve was Saturday, right?
Yeah.
And Christmas was on a Sunday. So
Yeah.
this was Friday morning at like 9 is when my apartment complex called me. So so overnight, Thursday night, it must have happened.
Yeah.
And I'm sure Lucy and Dean were the first people to call because
Sure.
it was raining in their kitchen and they're freaking out. So, why was I going over that?
I said, was it confirmed that her heat was off?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And
So
you were
they
telling me
go
the
into
string of
emergency
events,
mode, and that's
right.
why they came into my apartment,
Right.
and they call me. Oh, we see water here,
Right.
and they started checking everything. Well, when they checked that one upstairs, they found it because she wasn't home. So they walk in and they're
It
like,
was
"Well,
freezing
here's the culprit,"
probably.
because
Yeah.
the thermostat's like
We can see our
off.
breath in here.
it's like freezing.
It was just as cold inside the apartment as
Oh,
it
my
was
word.
outside. Combine that with being like above my garage, which is an unheated space.
Yeah,
and
no
that's why,
heat.
like,
Oh yeah, they froze
every
immediately.
last line broke.
It's so weird when
so maddening.
when we moved to Kansas City, our first house, I remember the garage was heated. I mean, it was part of the
It had a vent in it.
yeah, it
Yeah.
had a vent in it, and so
Well,
Yeah.
it was under our room too, so
yeah, true. Yeah, it was a side by side, one of those wonderful side by side splits. Love those houses.
Well, Lucy's gonna get a nasty look from me whenever they come back.
Ooh,
to their
Oh,
nice-
yeah.
Hold on, show me. I see. This is why we need to do video, so that everyone could enjoy this.
I'm gonna be snide as fuck with her.
Let me see. Let me see that. What's
I
the
would
look?
give her words. Not
Oh, I
a
don't know.
look.
It's just gonna happen.
I would give
in
her
that
words.
moment.
Definitely
Yeah.
words, not just a look.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be words.
Okay.
Yeah. hmm
I'm like, there needs to be.
So
She harassed my
Words.
friend, and
And
tried to
blamed
blame
you.
me, and went on this
So,
witch hunt. I'm like, how
Karen-
many people have you told? And then
yeah,
I'm like,
that it was me.
the apartment. So I called and left a message at the office later that day, and I'm like, hey, I'm just checking in. Like, they know I'm out of town. They're not giving me updates on anything. So I don't know when people are going in. I've got a pet inside that I
Right.
don't want to get out. Like, I know how careless these people are.
Yeah.
They're going to leave a door open or something like that, even though it's negative 50,000 outside. And so my friend had to go over there like multiple times a day just to check to keep me like I almost flew home. Like, I almost skipped this whole big
because of this.
holidays with the new boyfriend's family.
But yet the
to-
people
because of
whose
that.
problem it was probably haven't given
We're
it
having a
second
great
thought. Yeah, they're
vacation.
like- well, was any
Well,
of
they
the-
live in their other house, apparently.
yeah.
she
Was any of
wasn't
our
even there.
stuff damaged? It wasn't? Okay, good.
Okay. Let us know.
So the entire building didn't have water. They just shut off water to the entire building over Christmas.
Oh, my word.
So anyone who wanted to do anything, cook anything for Christmas, like, couldn't do anything.
Oh, we wouldn't have been able to have our Christmas morning bubble bath together.
Nope.
Okay, dumb people. But see, there's always dumb people. Because I talk
Everywhere.
about
They're
this.
everywhere.
I get
What's
frustrated.
that movie that, or that's old people. How do you not hit your glasses on this all the time?
I get used
Like,
to it.
Sal's lived here for a year. I think I said this on the other podcast when we were talking about driving, but he's only lived here, I guess, a year and a half now. And even in that span of time, the last couple months, he's like, it is getting worse by the day. Like, these
Yeah.
drivers here.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm telling you, I'm not just like becoming an old cranky person.
And
I mean, it's scary, and yeah, I don't know. They just are either one, stupid, or two, completely self-absorbed. No one else. They don't. I mean, it's like they're the only ones on the road, and they'll do whatever they want to do.
drive too fast, drive too
Or
slow. Read my phone.
yeah,
Doesn't matter.
it's just like,
Or they completely lack common sense. Hey, I
Right.
should look this way before I
oh
drive
right, no,
out
that's
into
fine.
the
Yeah,
street.
I'm just gonna go because I don't care. I'm the only one on the
Yeah.
road.
I do that all. So my dash cam has an interior dash cam. I mean, it shoots the cockpit as well. So it
Oh.
would shoot like me and Bobby, like when we talk, it's shooting that. But I'll be making comments. I'll be like, illegal lane change, failure to maintain lane, U-turn in front of traffic less
Yeah.
than 300 feet away, and all that. Because that way, if there's an accident or something, the cops will be able to come back and see. But there have been times where I know I've looked at a cop next to me and gone like this, going, shit's happening right here fucking in front of you, and you won't do it. I mean, like people making a U-turn where it obviously says no U-turn, or our light turns green and 3 more cars run the red light. And, there's a cop sitting there and could go, but nope, I'm good. I'll just go. But I've often said that even about doctors, that remember that 50% of all doctors graduated in the bottom half of their class. Because I get frustrated with doctors. Sometimes people are like, well, they're a doctor, so they're smart. It's like, no, they were good at medicine and good at school, so they're a doctor. Because I've had a couple doctors
They
where
become robots when they actually get put into the field because
Yeah.
they're just like, oh, yeah, we'll give you antibiotics for anything.
yeah. And I'm not the type to look my symptoms up. And I was all of a sudden I had this heart issue come out of nowhere. And I said, I was trying to, I a lot of times journal stuff, and I was trying to figure out, I said, hey, I'd started a new medicine about this time for my arthritis. Could it be this? Nope. Nope. There's no way it could be that.
Were you having like arrhythmia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it went on for about 9 months. And it was so weird because when I went back to my cardiologist one day, I said to him, I go, are we sure it's not this medicine? And I even told Bobbi, I go, however they responded that day pissed me off so bad. Like I was some fucking idiot for continuing to ask. I looked it up, and up to 50% of people that take this medicine develop some sort of heart problem. 50%, not like 0.5%.
So the information is there, but plus like process of elimination. I mean,
Like,
Right.
why
This
write
this
it
is
off
the
so
only
fast?
thing that I've changed
Yeah.
in my life.
Yes.
Like, no.
Psy-
Like, no. It's not causing that.
And then and here comes to the stupid part of it. So after I stopped taking it, so my appointment was on a Wednesday. I'd already taken it that day. I didn't take it Thursday. By Saturday, I didn't have any heart issue. I may have had one random issue since then, but ever since then, I haven't had an arrhythmia. I haven't had a racing heart. Nothing's happened. And they called me multiple times. I had to tell them, you need to stop calling me, because they were like, you need to come in for a follow-up. And they go, well, we're not 100% sure that resolved the problem.
Well, I am.
You don't know what the problem was. You're telling me that there's no way it could have been this, but then when I stop it, it does. Why? And I told them, you need to stop calling me. There's no way I'm coming back to see you. I go, if I have heart issues, I will find another cardiologist. I've told her when I went to I was in the emergency room one day because I couldn't keep weight on. And the nurse said, I wish I had that problem. I'm in the emergency room for an issue. Now I get it. It's because I can't keep weight on. And I had literally dropped so much weight in a short amount of time. It put me in the emergency room. And the nurse there in the emergency room is telling me, well, I wish I had that problem. I mean, could you imagine anything?
I wish doctors had to be like completely independent contractor type of things. Like they can all still work in the building together or
Yeah.
whatever. You can still have a hospital with doctors, but like they should still kind of have to like, I guess, get patients to come.
Yeah,
keep
like
coming
fight for
back to
patients.
see them.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
It's not just
because then
overall.
the shitty doctors
Yeah.
wouldn't make any
Yeah.
money
Yeah.
Well,
because
and
everybody would stop seeing them.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens in socialized medicine. That when you can go see any doctor you want, it doesn't matter because you all have the same universal
for sure.
health care, that a doctor has to be better. So my first hand surgeon, who is now my current hand surgeon again, I didn't like him because I was used to people being overly, what would you say? Their bedside manner was
what you would think physicians should be.
Yes, very caring. They would spend as much time with me as needed. If I said I don't understand what that is, they would take time and fully explain it to me. Well, this guy was finger shooting pistols in the hallway and
Very curt and very
Yeah.
abrasive, basically.
But he was an amazing hand surgeon. But I left him afterwards and went somewhere else. And when I went to the other person, I had trouble getting in to see them. They would never saw me on time. When I left them to go back, I had an appointment at 4:30. Their office called me and said, hey, Dr. Elton has something in the afternoon that just came up. Can you move your appointment to 11:30? I said yes. So my feeling was she forgot school was starting. So this is right like the middle of August when school's starting. And I go, she forgot that school's starting, she has kids, and she doesn't have anyone to pick them up. That was my assumption. And Bobbi I'm rarely wrong. So my 4:30, I get there at 11:30. 12:15 now is when they call me back to the little room. So at this, and I'll even say it, Kansas City Bone and Joint. I was at Kansas City Bone and Joint. I was in my room. My waiting room, whatever, the
Operatory.
exam room.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it out at Knoll Avenue. There's the parking lot below me and then Null Avenue. I'm just watching. It's a beautiful late summer day. Looking outside. It's now 1:15. So my 4:30 appointment moved to 11:30, get called back at 12:15. An hour later, 1:15, I'm looking out the window and I see my doctor, Dr. Elton, go get in her car and leave. The next thing I have is the office manager come in bawling
Crying
her eyes out,
out.
having to explain to me that there was an emergency that Dr. Elton needed to leave for. And I guarantee you, I would stake almost anything that had to do with her child that she fucking forgot. Because that's just I would on purpose.
It doesn't matter
No.
what it was.
No, it does not. But I would on purpose go, what is what do you want to be seen? I go, whenever I can be the very first person of the morning for her.
Mm-hmm.
And they would be like, you don't care what day? I go, I don't care. They go, well, we can get you in 2 months, but what you want's 3 months out. That's fine, 3 months out. So her first appointment every day was 8:30. Not once when I had an 8:30 appointment was I seen before 9.
Yeah.
Not a single time. And I probably had 5 or 6 of those. And it's like, so no care, no disregard. And whether that goes back to the I'm sure that they're very, very smart. They're an orthopedic surgeon. I am sure that they are very smart. It's the decision-making process. Because you can't do that's like my sister when
Well, you can't
says that
be
she'll
a doctor and run a practice like that.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. My sister often will say like she'll make a commitment and then find out that by making that commitment, she needs to get someone else to make a commitment for her. Like she'll come to Kansas City to watch someone's animals, but now all of a sudden she needs to find someone to watch her animals instead of just saying no.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because now there's 2 people. You're watching someone else's animals, someone's watching yours. Why wouldn't you just
say no?
Yeah, say no. You watch your animals, and then there's just one person. They find one person.
They find someone else, and it's all fixed.
Yeah, and it's all fixed. Just one person is doing that. And so that's that decision-making process. And I just look at people, and I don't give a shit really what the outcome is, because outcomes can vary. It's that decision-making process. Are you making good, sound, well-informed decisions?
For anyone who happens to be listening but has not followed the Stone Genius on Instagram, you should, because you're going to make a post about.
I am.
You're going to post when you upload the episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think people should comment and share some of their own stories about the stupidest people on
Yes,
earth.
we
Because
should.
I would
Sure.
love to read some of them.
I would too.
Tim,
Because-
you know any stupid people?
Tim!
Oh my! Can you imagine
I
being
haven't
in
said
the?
hi to
Tell,
Tim.
tell a story. I mean, meeting Tim, I'm like, what a nice guy. He probably can't say a bad thing about anybody, but I'm going to challenge him to tell a story about the stupidest thing anyone's ever done.
There's got to be someone, Tim.
Because I can just imagine, especially with him owning restaurants, that there's probably people that come in and it'll say
Oh,
like,
my
it'll say
word.
no substitution. And they'll be like, oh, I want to substitute. I'm sorry, no substitute. And they'll keep saying, it reminds me of the Geico commercial when it's like, hey, is this cinnamon? Oh, it's my grandmother's secret recipe. Oh, it is cinnamon, isn't it? I can't tell you it's my grandmother's secret. You know,
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
is what it is. It's
Yeah.
secret. I'm not going to tell you.
Yeah.
No
It
substitution.
wouldn't be called secret if it wasn't secret.
Oh, no, I don't want to substitute. I just want to change
It wouldn't be
this.
special sauce if we told you what it was.
I know. That's what I told Bobbi. I go, it's special sauce. She goes, never mind. Okay.
Tastes like chicken.
I know. So, yeah, I will do that. I will.
All beef patty, special
Sauce,
sauce,
lettuce, cheese, pickles,
onions on a
onions,
sesame seed bun. That's what I think of when I
Okay.
think of
Yeah.
special sauce.
So, you guys are not old enough. Well, you may have been 2. Do you have your phone there?
I do.
Will you look up what year the Big Mac was released? I'm going to say, hold on. I'm going to say I was in
91.
No, hold on. Don't give me an answer. I was in 4th grade, 77.
77, the Big Mac?
Yeah. So they had a thing when it was introduced called the Big Mac Attack. And if you ordered a Big Mac, you got a button. I didn't like anything on the Big Mac, so I made my dad take me there. I made him buy a Big Mac so I could wear like they gave like this little
What year
thing.
was the Big Mac released?
Oh, seriously?
I didn't think
Tell
it
us.
was around before my childhood.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it was.
Interesting.
Because I remember, I think I was in 4th grade. I'm actually trying to remember what door I got out of the car.
What did you say?
77, 78, right in there, 77. I want to say 74.
68.
Really? The Big Mac. Okay. So they were doing some big push because I remember it was the Big Mac attack and you'd get a button and all that funny stuff like that.
I mean, I thought it was out before I was born. I mean,
Man, I was 1 when I was originally born. You were negative a lot.
I was negative
Hold on.
6.
Oh my God, you were born the year I graduated high school.
You graduated in 86?
Yeah.
Wow. She could be your kid.
Well,
Now you understand why sometimes I respond badly when you're like making sexual jokes all the time.
Oh, she could be your kid. That's why. You're like her dad.
Do you want me to call you daddy?
Or
No,
Big Papa.
No, Bobby calls me Big Daddy. No, I call her Big Daddy. She calls me Little Baby.
You can't say Big Daddy because that's what What's Her Face
So
called.
do you call
What's his
your
face?
package Big Mac
No,
if it has special sauce?
it no longer has special sauce.
Although we established that it's a small Mac.
Not a Big Mac. It's a Happy Meal.
Well, that's still good. At least it's making you happy and there's a prize.
There's a prize in it.
I know.
It's a Whopper Junior.
I know. So is it the adult Happy Meal?
No,
There is no adult Happy Meal.
I thought there
There
was.
was.
Comes with a toy though.
there was. They're not anymore.
There
it
used
was
to be?
for
Yeah.
just recently they had an adult Happy Meal. It was like a big.
Yeah, maybe if
It
you
was
ate at
like
McDonald's.
I mean, we
I
didn't
can't eat
ever.
at McDonald's.
We never got it, but it was like you got like a burger and nuggets in a prize.
My favorite thing used to be their bacon, egg, and cheese bagel sandwich for breakfast.
They had bagels.
Bagel sandwiches.
Oh, I didn't know they ever had bagels.
Yep.
Huh. Interesting.
So
It was usually like 4 a.m. though.
I'm not a huge
sense.
McDonald's guy, but the weird thing is my parents,
Okay, wait. In reference,
yes.
always had a McDonald's drink. So if you always saw him with a McDonald's drink, you would think he always went to McDonald's.
Because I don't.
They were $1 and always got Dr. Pepper.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just better.
I feel like every teacher I ever had always walked in with a giant, like the giantest.
Yeah.
So because of that,
McDonald's
my parents will always buy me. They would always buy me McDonald's gift cards for like holidays, and I always be like, "I don't need $50 for McDonald's," and they're like,
mean,
"But you're always
but you
eating
always eat
McDonald's.
McDonald's.
And I'm like, "No, I'm getting $1
$1
drinks."
My music teacher in elementary school did eat McDonald's, I believe, every day. She came in every afternoon with a regular size drink, and I always had music late in the day, and so by that time, her like hot pink lipstick was all over the straw, and we all just used to like get so grossed out
That's
by
so
that.
funny.
But for everyone who eats too much McDonald's, she died of cancer a few years ago, so probably all
Oh.
that daily McDonald's lunch.
Did you ever see the movie Super Size Me?
Oh.
I might have. I know what you're talking
That
about.
was
I didn't because I didn't
that
want to
was
watch it.
that was weird. I mean,
I didn't
yeah, I
want
was
to watch
like-
it.
I
It
don't.
was a documentary, right?
Yeah.
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 And so the deal was he was going to eat at McDonald's every
Every
day for
day.
each meal,
Yeah.
breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And this is like when Super Sizing was just coming out,
Yeah.
when it was like they were supposed to ask you, or
Would you like to
your meal
supersize
was
that?
free, or
Yeah.
your next meal, like if they
Yeah.
didn't ask. And so if they asked to supersize, he had to
He had
say
to say
yes,
yes.
and he had to finish it all.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Yeah.
And it was all 3 meals, and like the first couple days,
Maybe
he's
I
all.
never watched it. I feel like I.
And then he just got in his
yeah.
like
I didn't want to watch
all
it.
of his like his health just went to shit. I mean, eating 3 times a day at there, and I would feel sick. Like when in my old job, McDonald's was across the street, and I only had a half an hour to eat. And so a lot of times I would order on the app because they had like a $2 McDouble with French fries. You could do that and a large drink, which is normally $1 for like $3. But I mean, there was so often I would eat like 2/3 of the sandwich and like a handful of fries, and I was like, I can't even say. I mean, the smell, I was like, I can't do this. I literally can't. I don't know how we got on that. How do we just start talking about
Wendy's
McDonald's?
is the only
We were talking
burger
about
fast food that I really
special
Wendy's
sauce,
and Sonic
and
are
then we
like the
started
only
singing
fast foods
McDonald's.
that I'll go to.
Wendy's?
Wendy's and Sonic.
Yeah.
I can't eat McDonald's burgers.
Yeah, I don't know. When they, yeah, there's so many better burgers out there. Five Guys.
Oh yeah, I do like McDonald's fish sandwich though. That's my go-to.
Is
but-
it?
I mean, I don't go there and get it, but yeah, I do like their fish sandwich.
Okay. Do we make it to an hour?
We did.
Hold on. Clap. Orange. I should have those
Do
memorized.
you think we weren't going to make it to an hour?
I usually can't go that long.
We do
Really?
stumble. Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, yeah. Well, and Bobbi and I actually have talked
This
about
is like
this.
the shortest episode we've ever had.
I know.
So Bobbi and I have talked about this. It's because we talk every single day.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I was like,
And so
you don't talk to Catherine every day. I talk to you every day, all day. Like,
Yeah.
what else are we going to talk about?
yeah,
For
and
another
it does
hour.
make sense because I was like, it's so weird that sometimes, we're getting to, because what we decided that we don't care about time. We're going to do a show, and if it's 11 minutes long or an hour and a half, it doesn't matter. We'll just do it. But I did talk. I go, I don't understand how it just like with you and I, but she did point out you and I don't talk. So then we'll start talking. And, even if we bring up a topic, it's probably a topic in the last 27 years that we've talked about at some point where you and I may be talking about
Tupac
it.
and
And
Biggie.
it's the
Yeah,
first time.
All the time. Oh, jeez. I'm going to break my glasses.
No, don't do that. Okay. Thank you for controlling the soundboard and everything. It's kind of fun over here on the couch.
You did a great job.
Oh,
Really great job now. Catherine, thanks for being on the show. So here's the thing. If we did a whole episode like this, wouldn't it be fucking rude for people? Like if they tuned in for the first time and it's like, oh, I don't want to listen to that. That's rude. If they're going to decide on our show
What if
just
it's my
based
voice?
on the voice. Yeah, that's fucking rude.
Help it.
Yeah.
As long as I'm on the show, they'll want to listen.
Look at her face. Oh my.
It's like,
See, this is why we need video, because I don't think either one of you, and probably me, but I'm not watching my own face, you guys can't talk with this voice without making, you're so happy.
I know, I love it. I know,
Look
I
at your
just light
smi-
up.
Oh my
It
God.
just makes me so happy. I just light up like a firecracker.
Oh my God. Jeez. You guys, oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Has this sound?
Maybe me and Catherine should do a whole show. I think so.
I know.
Everyone be like, "Meh."
I'm going to have.
You can't even do that with this voice. He likes to do minion noises where he goes, oh, that's good.
Well, I'm glad she thought that was a minion voice.
I told you that last time. I was like, it's weird that you're doing something like, because it was a sexual joke. Sound like that, minions. It's a sexual
Does
joke,
it?
and then I was like, it's weird because you sound like a minion while you're making a
yeah.
sexual joke.
Which is
Do
weird
you
because.
think minions have sex or no?
Well,
Look how many there are. They're like, ah.
I kind of like that. Can you do that later?
That's funny. No, already did it. Maybe
Ah.
we should call Rodney's package a minion. Oh, it's a minion with a one eye.
Oh my gosh. And you're afraid that the two of you couldn't do a show without me?
I'm not afraid.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm afraid.
If it was in these voices, I think these voices we can talk forever.
Oh my heckity heck.
Okay,
Good
I'm
thing
gonna
it-
turn it off now. Say bye bye. Bye.
Oh my
Okay.
gosh. You guys love that so much.
That's so
You know what? I'm going to have
fun.
Sal come over. I'm going to have him record some sweet
Oh, in that
Valentine's Day
voice. That
ballad
was so
for you in
cute.
that voice.
That'd be great.
Yeah. So
He's got such a deep voice that his
Oh,
voice will
it would be so
like it'll be
fun.
interesting.
Hold
to
on, put
see
that back on
how
real quick.
High it goes.
So if you ever really did.
Oh, it doesn't sound good though.
No, it doesn't. But I bet he could pull it off. He could do something. I don't know
what?
Well,
Ugh,
that
that's
doesn't sound
that's
good.
a
We
harsh
have
change.
what?
What?
I don't know what.
Okay.
Hey, you know, were you guys watching the game the other night? when
No.
The guy,
No, we went directly to YouTube when we heard about it.
Yeah, I was watching it. Sal and I were watching it. The guy who was doing the coverage for it literally looks like you.
Oh, Scott
And I
Van
was like,
Pelt.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
That's
hear
funny.
that all the time.
Okay, I never had seen anybody.
Oh, that's
I had never
funny.
seen him before, and I was like,
Yeah, he
dude,
hears
does
that all
Rodney
the
have a
time.
brother like I don't know about that's in sports?
So so he's a big golfer too. When I was in the golf industry, I would hear that fucking daily. They're like, "Has anyone ever told you?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Or people were like, "SVP for Scott Van Pelt." I'm like, "Okay." I'd be like,
Oh, sorry, I wasn't.
Do you
ready.
not like him?
he's. I don't.
Or you
doesn't-
just
fine.
like
He doesn't
feeling
wanna-
unique?
He
You
doesn't
don't
want to look
want-
like somebody.
Yeah.
Well, have you ever been told that you look like someone? You're like, I don't. I mean, I just don't think I do. I mean, we're tall, we're bald. I mean,
Your voices sound very similar.
do they?
Mhm.
Okay.
Maybe he is related. We don't know.
We don't know. But I'm not giving my DNA up for no. Mm-mm.
Never.
Yeah, that's how they caught that Idaho guy.
His family gave the DNA.
Sal's only
the
seen
20
you in person probably one time, right?
What?
Couple.
Sal's only seen you
Best
in person.
Buy and then here.
Yeah. You
2 or
guys came by
3,
Best Buy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was like, yeah, he really does, and I was like, you remember like what Rodney looks like that well? That you know how similar? He's like they're like
Twins.
spitting images,
Twins.
Yeah. You need to
and then
ask
like
him.
the same glasses.
That's why I did this. I did these glasses.
You
I
want
didn't.
to look like SVP.
I do. Not. I mean, I don't care.
Right.
I would.
How do you
shouldn't
know
care.
that they're not calling you like senior vice president?
Yeah.
And maybe
that's
people
exactly.
think he's hot. I don't know. I don't really know.
So
who he is,
back in what would this have been? 2004, 3. ESPN had like a thing where they were going out and doing tryouts for like, and it was like a game show where they would have newscasters, like people come on and they would have to write their own stuff and they would do it, and whoever won the show would get a slot on SportsCenter. Do you remember that?
No.
And then I went and tried out for it. And it was at Johnny's Tavern. They had all these guys. So you had to go through and you had to do
That's cool.
so first of all, you had to do like a quiz about like sports, like what you knew about sports and all of this. And it was funny. So then when we got into the thing, they went to they took us by groups and they lined us up like in a horseshoe around a pool table, and then the people leading it were down at the end and they were talking, and I had talked about how I had been from Tampa like previously, like when I was just talking to these people in passing. So when we were back there talking, someone wanted a point of view that was weird. I said, well, I said why the Tampa Bay Lightning would win the Stanley Cup, which was odd because at the end of that year, they did win the Stanley Cup. So I was right. But I said it, and someone on the other side of the table. So the people are at the end of the table. I would be, if they're facing down the table, I would be to the right. I was the first person to the right, went all the way around, and to their left, of course. And I just knew, because I'm so full of confidence, that
You are a confident
so
motherfucker.
the person on the other side of the table, when I said that, goes, "You're just saying that because you're a homer and you just like Tampa Bay." And my response was, "No, I'm smarter than you." And he goes, "How do you figure?" I go, "Because I'm in this position and you're in that position. Smartest person stands here." And then I looked at the people leading it and they just nodded yes to him. But then I didn't move forward because I think it was my attitude that
sure.
does that. Because
Yeah.
even though I was right as being an asshole. Uh-oh,
Yeah.
what's... Hold on.
Ooh, passing notes.
Okay. Yeah, she is.
She's
So,
like, I'm fucking done. Can we be finished?
you got it half right. What,
No,
I don't.
I can
what
just
is?
exit.
Is this handy? I don't know what you mean by handy. I'm
It's
just
funny. I was like, that doesn't say handy, but okay.
Oh, hey, speaking of which, did you introduce Sal to the cattle pens, or did you even tell him, or just take the picture?
I told him.
And did he go, we should
Actually,
stop?
I told him after the first time we talked about it because we had done that drive, and then I told you I'd gone down to Oklahoma City,
Right.
and you were like, "Oh, the cattle pens." So
Right.
after that, I was like, "Oh, Sal, Rodney has a story about these cattle pen things. You remember those?" that
Bobby
we
has a
drove
story
past?"
too. We both were there.
Oh, whatever. I was saying that you had told me,
Right.
And I was like, "Do you remember passing those?" And he's like, "I do," and he just kind of laughed, and then he was really sick driving home. So what happened to us is I have fucking idiot face who flooded my garage
And
while I
he's
was out of
sick?
town. And then on Tuesday, so 2 days after Christmas, we were supposed to fly out in the evening, and Southwest, who's
Oh,
an
yeah.
even bigger idiot,
Yeah.
canceled our flight. So we couldn't get anything else. So I ended up renting a car because I'm smart. So within 30 minutes of hearing that they had canceled our flight, I was like all the cars are going to be gone.
Yep.
She
here
would be good on
soon.
the Amazing
She would.
Race.
So
Fast on her
I've
feet.
always wanted to do the Amazing Race, except I don't run.
You and Bobby should do the
I
Amazing
don't think you have
Race.
to be a runner. Have you seen the people on it?
They have to run like
Yeah, but they're
miles. I can't run a mile.
not. You don't have to run a mile.
They have to run far.
Could you,
They
if
run
you
like-
needed to, for $1 million?
Probably for the
But the
Amazing
people
Race,
on
yeah.
there can't run a mile either.
But I've thought about it.
So have
I've
we.
always wanted
We
to do
have.
that.
So the problem here is that I will, when they get to the food thing, it'd be like, nope, I'm out. Like
Yeah.
if it was
You would
alternating in
never
my
eat
thing,
anything.
no,
I
it,
probably wouldn't be able to.
I
eat
wouldn't.
the
There's
weird
no way.
stuff, yeah.
Bobby, I know I do believe that she'd be like, $1 million, I can do this. I would be like 100 gazillion. You could make it where I don't have to even, like, I literally could
I would do
shit
it
money.
if it was okay if you threw up while you did it.
Yeah,
Right.
but
I
I
wouldn't
think
be able to like
Yeah.
not gag.
Yeah, and that would be my problem.
Yeah.
But we've talked about, we used to love watching that because we were more the people that would argue with each other.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, how are you guys a couple?
Yeah.
So I don't remember seeing a lot of like weird eating stuff on Amazing Race. That was more like Fear Factor.
No,
there's
they
been
would they
some-
would typically
when they go to different
have
countries, like they had these.
they would have
black
one
eggs
stop
and- ugh.
where they would have to do it would generally
eat
just
some
be
weird
one thing, but
stuff.
the thing was a lot of times you would have to alternate
Yeah.
back and forth, like who does what challenge.
Yeah.
So if I got screwed on that and it was the food challenge, I'd be like,
nope,
no.
we're out.
I'd be like, sorry.
We're going home.
And there's probably certain ones like Bobby is not a big.
I'm scared of heights.
Yeah.
so
So if they said, "Hey, climb the 2,000,"
I'd be
foot,
like, no.
yeah, she'd be like, "And
Sorry.
scene." They'd be like, "But we've just started."
We just
be
started.
Like, I'm
I'd be
good.
like, yeah, okay, well, we're
Yeah,
done.
Sorry, gosh, I could have really used that $1 million.
So I rented a car,
Yes.
Yeah.
and,
And you
that
drove.
was a very smart choice. But it
So
was
you
a-
had sex in a
it
rental
was
car
like
at the
a
cattle pens?
12 or
Yes.
13-hour drive.
Ugh.
No, Sal got like deathly sick on this trip. The last trip we took, I was
Oh,
deathly
my
ill.
word.
He got deathly ill. So we had the apartment situation. Sal got sick like 3 days into the trip, like I think it was Christmas Eve. And he was bad. So he was like dead in the car. So I drove the whole way. Luckily, we were able to crash at my parents' in Oklahoma City that the night we left. So we broke up the trip a little bit. But yeah, then we passed the cattle pens, and he knew why I was taking a picture of it.
So, Catherine,
We did not
this-
stop there. There was nobody there that
Th-
day.
This is just a wisdom thing that I'm going to share with you because we've already determined how much older I am than you. So,
Yeah, but we've also
So-
determined how wise I already am.
yes, guys are never too sick to have sex. Just so you're aware of that. That I don't think that a guy
Well-
has uttered that. I mean, he may be like when I'm sick or she's sick, we just don't kiss. We call it hooker sex, where you don't kiss on the mouth. And that way, the other bodily fluids that we're exchanging and how we're exchanging, I don't think we're getting sick from
I'm
that.
a pretty big baby when I'm sick, and so I'm definitely not trying to say that I'm not this way by saying that Sal also is.
Uh-huh.
But
He's a guy we know. It's
didn't
fine.
really make my sexual
No,
It didn't
doesn't.
pique your interest.
juices flow.
No.
It doesn't me
having
either.
him
Yeah.
sick.
I mean, sometimes Bobby will be like, she's like, I'm all mucusy. What do you think? I want more mucus? But bump. Do we have something for that?
No.
You should have done the other one.
I thought that was
Oh.
only for good jokes.
I think it
It
was
is.
supposed. That's the one.
Okay.
When are we gonna have Sal on here then? Too. He needs
That's
to come
right.
back.
I do need to. Yeah, he just wouldn't give me. Wasn't able to give me a time. That one.
We got
That
time.
one time.
I know.
You got time.
I do. I have plenty of time.
I mean, a lot of times Thursday afternoons he's got a decent break, or sometimes he'll be done by about 3 or 4.
And I
so
don't mind going.
Maybe he could do a Thursday.
I don't mind going either. Maybe I could just go out there on the court and run back and forth and ask him questions
like they do
during
reporters.
during his lesson. That'd be great. That would be pretty
I'm
cool.
sure he would love that.
I'm sure. He could just do it by his phone. He puts in
Oh, yeah,
like his
Bluetooth.
headset. I mean, like Tim was fucking doing dishes when we were talking to him. Tim, I know you were doing dishes when we were talking to you. I think that's what it sounded like, dishes. If I had to guess what he was doing in the background, it was dishes.
That's funny.
Tim,
And
you're
if-
such a good husband.
And if it
Tim.
was, well, he owns restaurants too. It could have been at work too.
Oh.
But either way, I think
Such
he
a
was
good
doing
manager,
dishes.
Tim.
But my thing is, if he was involved in a sex act, I would like to know what it was because it was loud, and I'm just curious. I'm not sure that Bobby and I we
you
need
don't
to
know
attempt
if
it.
the slishy sounds we were hearing was
Oh,
doing
was it dishes?
or
I think it was. I'm hoping it was the dishes.
Sure
But
it
you know
was.
what I'm going to find out is I bet within 12 hours of this episode being released, I will know from Tim whether he was washing dishes or it was a sex act. And then the next question is, was he with...
was it when you switched it over to the chipmunk voice and I started talking and then maybe he like pleasured himself to it or something?
Perhaps. I don't know.
Bobby's
but
dying. Tim's probably
I bet-
so uncomfortable.
Oh
bet-
my gosh. He was like,
I don't think
Oh, wait.
Tim's
Oh,
uncomfortable.
Tim, don't be bashful now, Tim.
I don't think Tim would be bashful about that. And I also think that if we'll know. Okay. Oh, our what? Producers telling us we need to wrap it up?
no, I'm just telling you, I have to go. So you guys can talk, but
Nah.
I'm going to say
We
goodbye.
can be good. It seemed like the subjects were dying on the.
I know. When we
Notepad
start talking
stuff.
about Tim and whether he's washing dishes or a sex act, you know things have devolved.
Okay.
Is that a word, devolved?
Do you do your thing at the end?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you going to do it? Are you going to lead us out?
Do you talk or do it too? I don't know what to do.
I start the bong rip, then I start my music. So I go on the 3, I go green, then I go over, down. I know you didn't do your champagne, your cork.
That's okay.
So I usually do bong rip music, and then I'll talk us out. Do you guys want to say goodbye?
Thanks
did
for
it.
listening to The Longest One Night Stand. Nope.
No.
I don't know. That's my podcast. Sorry. I'm just
Stone Genius.
co-hosting the Stone Genius
Yeah, with Catherine, we
with
had
Catherine.
it all. Okay, remember, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. If you tuned in late, there we go. Start over again. Do you want to lead us out this time?
How many
No,
times?
we're done.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Bye.